Seven Wonders Duel versus Lord of the Rings Duel for Middle-earth. Let's break down their 7 differences, how those differences affect gameplay, and if each difference is better or worse. At the end, I'll definitively submit the better game. Form and function. Seven Wonders Duel is like a cheap car. It may look aesthetically appealing on the outside, but when you drive it, it sputters and hums with its operational and mechanical feel. Seven Wonders Duel has bright colors, solid table presence, and good art, but its civilization theme isn't particularly leveraged from a gameplay standpoint. When played, Seven Wonders Duel's theme peels away to reveal it's only a thin, forgettable veneer. Lord of the Rings Duel is like a Tesla, an impressive marriage of visual appeal and design in pursuit of a smooth, holistic experience. Duel for Middle-earth has an impressive connection between story and gameplay mechanics. The quest for the ring is amazingly realized, and its art is a significant upgrade. Simplify. Have you ever overworked yourself to burnout? Sometimes you have to simplify and remove to optimize. In both games, there are numerous victory conditions which the two games more or less share. The Lord of the Rings Duel, however, cut the point victory, and points altogether for that matter. Bye-bye blue cards and guild cards. Lord of the Rings wins here for 3 reasons. 1. By cutting points, Lord of the Rings has emphasized the potency of its brilliant core card pyramid mechanism. 2. Each of the Lord of the Rings victory conditions now feel equally viable and interesting. And 3. The most cumbersome elements of setup and endgame wrap-up have been excised. Negativity bias. Would you flip a coin to win or lose $5? See, most wouldn't, despite an equivalent upside and downside. In both games, you collect symbols to bolster yourself on a victory condition. Seven Wonders implements its military track to be reminiscent of a tug-of-war so that each player shares a single pawn. When they push, you lose ground, and that feels bad. Lord of the Rings Duel instead cleverly uses a 2-piece independent sliding mechanism to mechanically represent the quest for the ring and to address humanity's loss aversion psychological bias. This new independent track movement wins because it retains the positivity you feel by progressing on the track, but avoids the perceived loss in Seven Wonders Duel from being pushed backwards when your opponent advances. Remix. Like Ignition by R. Kelly, Duel for Middle-earth's map is a remix of the area control board from the Seven Wonders Duel Agora expansion. You draft cards and build landmarks to spawn units on the board towards a supremacy victory condition. This is another improvement over Agora's implementation, as it streamlined out any cumbersome rules while retaining much of its strategic impact. Interconnection. The brilliance of the smartphone is that it combines the internet, communication, music, GPS, and more into one potent device. In the Seven Wonders Duel Pantheon expansion, you could collect mythology tokens to cash out for strong god abilities and consequently modify game tempo. The gods were a brilliant addition, but required extra components, were cumbersome and annoying to manage and obtain. Duel for Middle-earth wins again by streamlining these principles and re-implementing them like the smartphone has. No more extra setup, tokens, or rules. Middle-earth absorbs all of these strategic benefits only using the already present race tokens, aka science, in Seven Wonders Duel. Competition breeds excellence. Both games suggest you build resource-consuming structures to gain reward from. In Seven Wonders Duel, they're drafted and private. In Duel for Middle-earth, they're public and up for grabs by either player. Duel for Middle-earth's communal approach does 2 things well. 1. The annoyingly pivotal double turns prevalent in Seven Wonders Duel were thankfully cut. 2. Gone is the start of the game Wonder drafting phase. Players can now jump in to the heart of the game faster. But the most impactful reason landmarks in Lord of the Rings are better, however, is because competition breeds excellence. Resource collection becomes inherently interesting now, and so Duel for Middle-earth inspires more contentious, high-stakes play because both players' incentives are the same and zero-sum. Choices, not calculation. Imagine having to manually research everything you bought at the supermarket. Seven Wonders allows opponents to drive up the costs of missing resources and increase their payouts when discarding cards. While this approach is interesting and more interactive, like researching everything in the supermarket, it comes at the cost of bogging down game flow with constant calculation. Lord of the Rings Duel simplifies the buying of resources and collection of money, acts like Amazon's product rating system, simplifying research and emphasizing quick choice internalization. Great game design is about elegantly presenting tough choices and not dragging players through annoying mental gymnastics to even understand said choices. Every Duel for Middle-earth change is strong in principle, but what actually matters is how they culminate and impact the gameplay experience. So, Duel for Middle-earth took a hard look at Seven Wonders Duel and all its expansions, doubled down on the brilliant parts in service of its core mechanisms, and shaved off everything that wasn't up to standard. The result is a leaner, faster game that plays like a greatest hits of Seven Wonders Duel with an even better aesthetic. Everything has been fine-tuned to bolster an even more direct head-to-head gameplay and allow players more control over tempo and pivoting with far less rules. Lord of the Rings Duel for Middle-earth is easily the better game. My girlfriend loves Seven Wonders Duel, and she's a big Lord of the Rings fan too. Watch this video to get her opinion on Duel for Middle-earth. Is this a must-have Lord of the Rings game? Does she think it's better than Seven Wonders Duel? How do you think this one stacks up? And much more.